Welcome to day.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our 50-day SQL practice challenge. And today it's our day 22 and I truly want to applaud each one of you who has made it this far. Reaching day 22 is not easy. It clearly shows how consistent you are, how dedicated you are about your work, and I'm absolutely sure that you will go even further. You will reach day 50 as well, because you know how to maintain the consistency. You understand what consistency really means. You know how to basically manage your mind and keep putting in efforts every single day. So really hats off to all of you guys. So now let's begin. But before beginning, let me quickly introduce, if you are new to this channel and want to join the challenge or be a part of our SQL AI course, which is absolutely free and in the end you will receive the certificate, then please make sure to subscribe the channel, because through our community post you will get updates about upcoming registration dates. You can also join our official WhatsApp channel. You can find the link in the description where we update each and everything regularly. Alright, so let's quickly open our VS Code, and here I have already created day 22 file, the SQL file, and entered in our database, which is 50 days SQL challenge. Now here our first query is about department average salary. Basically here we have to show each employee. Okay, we have to show each employee with average salary of their department. Here we have to keep all the rows, okay, because each employee data is also necessary here. So to get the each employee data along with the average salary of their department, we need a concept called partition by. Okay, few of you might thinking that we can use here group by, but no, we cannot use group by, because group by will basically collapse the rows. So we cannot get the data of each employee. All right, so here we are going to use partition by. Now let's see how to do. So here the column that we need in our result window is employee ID, correct? The first one is employee ID, as well as we want department ID, right? And we want our salary as well. Okay, salary column also we need, and at last we want a column called department average salary, right? Only then we will fulfill the requirement of this query. Here we need employee ID, department ID, salary, and department average salary. Okay, so by doing this we can get average department salary along with the each employee data. Okay, now how to get this one, which is department average salary? So for this we are going to use a concept called partition by. So let's enter here and simply use the average function on salary column, correct? Over which view? So over the view that is partition by, okay, that is partition by department ID, right? This is it, as department average salary. Say it carefully. What we did, we basically calculated the average salary over this view, and the view is partition by the department ID. Simple, correct? Now the data we will get from which table? So from our clean employees table, as well as from clean salaries table, right? Now on what basis we are joining these two tables? So where employee ID equals employee ID on salaries table. Okay, now let's run it. So here we have employee ID, okay, department ID, salary, okay, their corresponding salary, as well as their department's average salary. So basically by using the partition by, we can keep all the rows. So where there is a requirement to keep all the rows, okay, to keep all the rows, we will use partition by. Now come to our next query, and this query is about total salary of each department. Okay, here we want total salary of each department, but we want this data along with the employee ID, okay, department ID, and salary column. So here in the result window we want employee ID, department ID, salary, and then total salary per department, right? So how to do it? So basically here again we will select our employee ID and then department ID and then salary, Now this time we want department total salary. These are the columns, these 4 columns we want basically, right? 3 columns are already given, the last column we have to find. So for this we will simply use here sum function with partition by. So sum of salary, okay, over the view that is partition by department ID as department total salary. Correct? Now from table, so it is from clean employees table E as well as from salaries table S, and these are joined on the basis of employee ID. So employee ID is equal to employee ID of salaries table. This is it, right? Now let's run it. So here you can see that no rows are collapsed. Each row is present, means each employee ID is here, department ID is here, their respective salaries are here, as well as the department total salary is also here. Okay, if by any chance we use the group by, okay, if by any chance we use group by, then what happened? Then we cannot get this data employee ID. The basically all rows will get vanished and we will get the total salary department wise only, right? So if there is a need to keep all rows along with one extra column, then we will use partition by. I hope it's clear, guys. Okay, now come to our third query, and this query is asking to get the average performance of each department, but the condition is this, that we must have their employee ID and their department ID too in the results section. Okay, so here basically you need employee ID in the results section, okay, employee ID, department ID, then average rating, and then after that the average rating department wise. So here you have to simply write the select employee ID, okay, then department ID, then average rating, and this is department average rating. So here you have to write department average rating. Okay, now these two things are directly given, but this you have to find out. So how can you find this? So for that you have to firstly apply average function, and here we will write average, then after that we will write here rating of 2022 plus rating of 2023 plus rating of 2024. Okay, and then we will divide it with the 3, right? Now we have to use this formula over a view. Over which view? So where our table is partitioned by group, department ID. Okay, as now we will give this column a name as department average rating. So I have given the clue. I have almost wrote 50% of the code. Now it's your turn, ball is in your court. So please do it on your own and complete this query. It is easy. If you will find any difficulty, then please do let me know in the comment section. I will definitely help. Okay, so just complete the work, guys, and submit it. You have to submit 3 queries for today, okay, via submission form. See you tomorrow with day 23, and tomorrow we are going to discuss few more queries based on a new concept. So keep practicing till then. Take care. Bye bye.